Now, officials in Seoul have unveiled a set of measures to help the South Korean companies affected by North Korea's suspension of an inter-Korean complex in the border town of Gaeseong. This after the South Korean parliament adopted a resolution on Wednesday urging the North to reopen the complex immediately. Our Kim Han-ul has the details.
The South Korean Unification Ministry, Finance Ministry, and related government bodies are working to help the companies affected by a prolonged suspension of business at the inter-Korean Gaesong Industrial Complex. The suspension has continued for more than 2 weeks, and the companies are resolute about keeping their factories, but they'll need help to do it.
In order to alleviate the suffering of the South Korean companies affected by the business suspension in the joint Gaesong Industrial Complex, we want to take a unified, government-wide action to resolve the issue.
The Unification Ministry says it is reviewing the possibility of giving special loans to the affected companies as part of the North Korea Cooperation Fund, and says it'll announce the details after discussing it with the related ministries. The Finance Ministry will act as a control tower for the related economic ministries to provide monetary support, while the Financial Services Commission will seek cooperation from local banks on liquidity support. Korea's Small and Medium Business Administration will defer the interest payments for the affected firms, and the Trade Ministry will seek cooperation from local conglomerates to extend the grace periods for the companies operating at the Gaeseong complex. Currently, an association of South Korean firms in Gaeseong is conducting a survey of its members to determine the size of their losses after North Korea halted operation at the joint industrial park and pulled their workers out earlier this month. As soon as the numbers become available, the firms plan to demand compensation from the government. The government plans to monitor the impact of the measures announced on Wednesday and said it is also willing to consider additional support to minimize the impact of the business suspension. Kim Han-ul, Arirang News.